between the Kansas City Chiefs and
I
our own
need you
team.
to beat them.
The NFL season is hit the year. Off we go in Week 11 EA Sports. They'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
No, bro, I said I need you to beat the Raiders. No, bro, they cheated me, bro. Hey, man, you know they gave me that L anyway, right? Hey, first everything I did, though.
Here's Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Racking up sack number 12 for the year.
It may be cliche, but it is something that builds up over time, isn't it? If you're the visitor, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
And that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to get a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them.
Now Foles, and this is caught by Watkins. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
The key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw out right, complete to his running back right side. A gain of 21 yards.
I like the screen being called there early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. The screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of people
That will take it and for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine. Lost 3 straight games. Scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team. We talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys can do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point scoring. So you give yourself your best chance to win.
So they're around 24, 28, 30. They can make some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Up to the 32.
Another scouting report on him is that he didn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gun on 4th down. Trubisky gets it to Richard, and it's caught. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
That's pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On third down, a run from Breida. Ejected. And he's going to run up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to get a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
That's just, it all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. Timing is so important. That ball is out of the hands of the quarterback into the receiver like that. If it is, you ought to get it.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football.
This is taken at the 3. Nice job there as he gets his run just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played this season. Only in November, between now and January. But at the end of the day, they will just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? They all made sure to let us know we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time to plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
That's their focus. Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go with 5-3! Go with 5-3!
They'll look to throw here. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down to score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's Breida. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop. Behind the line.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd down, Trubisky going deep here for Allen. This is intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely, very well. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Check 43. Ran, tuck. Check. Protein spill.
Now it's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. What we got? 59 Mike. Check 18. Hey, watch the leg. Mike's 59.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, here's Breida. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
Let's go now.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
180! Check, 59. Alert! 59. Hey, team 6.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
61, matchbox lights.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He's checking credit. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, 18.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And an alley to run. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This will be caught inside the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
13.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now it's Trubisky. Going up top. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running. Williams loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They run again with Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back now in Mexico City. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Move. Red, up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
180. I'm coming after you. Pick. Hey, shoot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah,
that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Matt Breida with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw again. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Tillery gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining.
And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got some room at the 30. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, Touchdown, LA! Matt Breida, 85 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. 23 yards the pickup there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watkins, the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check it out, read. Slam. Go.
9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Hyde. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down and inches. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Here's Foles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.
I ain't want y'all to hear the noise and shit.
Yeah, I heard you now.
Oh, man. Bro, my team's good, bro. I lost this game. My players played good. I threw like 7 interceptions, bro. Dude ass, though. He was just running the ball, bro. Bro, my team is good, bro. My team is good, bro. I like the way my team is, bro. I played bad, bro. I threw 7 picks and lost by 14. That ain't good on his end.
When the OG spilling knowledge, bet his best.